how we go from this to this.
Ta-da!
So I just washed my hair, and this is not going to be a super thorough, in-depth how to do curly hair, just more sharing our curly hair routine with you guys. So this is the shampoo that I used. It is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore shampoo with shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar. And they always have super long titles to their stuff. And the conditioner I used was the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Conditioner with fig extract and baobab oil. So those are what I used. I find that Shea Moisture works really well with my hair. The only other thing I've kind of tried for curly hair or textured hair is Mixed Chicks, and they are probably by far the best that I've ever used. I haven't used a ton of them, a ton of different brands. But I definitely noticed that Mixed Chicks is like the best for my hair. It's just pricier, and the way these inflation prices are set up, we trying to save money. So Shea Moisture, it is. It's still better than the basic stuff that's not really for textured hair, but it's not as expensive as Mixed Chicks. But Mixed Chicks, if you can. Mixed Chicks, if you can afford it, is very good. So I already washed my hair, and then now it's time to detangle, and I already put like some oil on my scalp. I have dry scalp issues currently. I've had them since puberty, I think is when it started. So I usually oil my scalp, and then I don't wash my hair every day. As far as what I've heard, nobody should, but once a week would be the ideal. Once a week washing my hair, and so that helps me to not strip my scalp of too many oils, but also when the flakes kind of build up, you want to get rid of those. And I tend to wash my scalp like at least 2 times, because basically for me, I noticed if the shampoo hasn't lathered really well, I know my hair is not going to be as clean as I want it to be. So I shampoo it, rinse it out. I shampoo it. If the second time it's really good and lathery, I'll just do 2. But if I have a lot of product in my hair, sometimes I have to do 3. And then with conditioner, I just leave it in as long as I need to wash my whole body, and then I'll rinse that out. So that is what I'm doing. I already oiled my scalp, so that's it. So I have to detangle it, and I will be partitioning it, and then I'm going to be putting a few products in. So one thing that I've been using for several years is another Shea Moisture product. This is the leave-in conditioner that I use from them. It's the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-in Conditioner, blah, blah, blah. Same as this. And sometimes I've tried to find the conditioner that goes with this, but sometimes it's out of stock, so I'll just get something that's also good with moisture and all of that. So this is what I use for the leave-in conditioner. And then honestly, as far as hold, I've been kind of experimenting. Like I've been using Diva Curl for several years. Their gel, I just don't use too much, because this has a strong hold. It even says strong hold, no crunch, so it does define it. But I also seen other people use mousse, so I got this really cheap Suave mousse like a couple years ago just to try it out to see how I like mousse. And surprisingly, I really do like how bouncy my curls are with mousse, and how it doesn't really weigh it down. Because if you try to do your hair and you put too much product, or the product is very heavy, you will have limp curls, and it will not be as full and fluffy from what I've noticed. And then I'll kind of seal it with olive oil, like once everything's all there. Usually when I'm like taking my hair out and styling it, I'll use oil on my hands so that it doesn't get really frizzy. So I've used different types of oil. I like olive oil. I've used argan oil. I think argan oil is like my favorite, but we always have olive oil in the house, and we don't have to worry. We always have olive oil in the house, and we don't have to worry about it going out of stock in my pantry, because we always are in stock with that. And then with argan oil, it's a little more pricier, and there's only one brand that I really liked, but you have to like order it online, and I just honestly didn't feel like doing all that, so that's why I don't use argan oil. anymore, but that was a really good one for my hair, especially when I was straightening it all the time, flat ironing it. It would be so silky, so shiny, so smooth, not frizzing up a lot. So, but olive oil for me has worked. A lot of people use coconut oil, but for me that has honestly not done very well in my hair as far as like sealing it and moisturizing it. So everybody's hair is different, so just experiment, try different things. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Honestly, if you just get a good technique down and you know how much product you need to put in your hair, that's kind of like the science that you need to learn for your hair. How much product do I need for it to still have definition but not be weighed down and not be crunchy and not get all flaky because all the product is starting to dry up and flake out? So yeah, I am going to do finger coiling today. So there's Denman brush that you can do where you just kind of brush it out with the product in it and your natural curls kind of like get clumped together and will look nice. But I prefer finger coiling because it helps all of my curls to be defined the same way and I don't have to worry about random strands like being all scraggly and stuff. So I'm going to be doing that, and that's mainly what I do, and I will go ahead and get started with that. And this next part will just be kind of a time lapse so that you can see what I do. And I guess I should actually show you how much of each product I do, because I comb out my hair, then I do one product at a time basically. So this much on half of my hair. I don't put too much. So that's about how much I put in there, making sure it's all kind of evenly coated. And then I will go in and brush it through. And I don't put anything too close to my scalp because I do notice that it will make my scalp flake and all that stuff. So I try to keep it like an inch or two from the scalp if I can. And then this, I forget, do you have to shake this? Shake it, 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 shake it. I don't put too much of that either. And if I need more, I will, because it does foam out like a lot. And it seems like a lot of product when you first put it in, but it all melts into the hair pretty easily. Like you'll notice if you see people use mousse, like they will use globs and globs of it. And then I brush that through, and then next I'm gonna do the Diva Curl Gel, just like the tiniest amount, like literally like a nickel sized amount, just for that extra hold, especially at the ends. Not so much. Yeah, this stuff has a lot of hold to it, so you can use it by itself. Like I said, I would just advise not to use too much because it could get heavy and or crunchy. And that's it for the products, and you will already be able to tell that there's some definition coming in on the curls. Like if I wanted to just kind of do the Denman brush, like I could put it in section and then just kind of get everything coated and looking good. So now I'm gonna clip this side of my hair up so that I can do the same thing to the other side. And then I'll come and do a time lapse of all my finger coiling and then show you a little bit of my finger coiling technique towards the end. Oh no, my hands are covered. How am I gonna do this? So this is my very last strand. As you can see, comb it through, and then I take my fingers and twist it around in the way the curl pattern naturally is, and that is very important for you to do, to keep it in the natural curl pattern. So like my hair curls a certain way, and I'm very careful at the bottom to like let it go slowly. So yeah, for my hair, it all curls like this. So like I have to twirl these ones behind me and twirl these ones to the front because they're all going in the same direction. So you have to be very careful with that. But basically all I do now is just air dry it while I scrunch it up a little bit to make sure it's not like flat, because I have had times where the hair was kind of not scrunched up, and then once it dried it was still kind of like pulled down or weighted down, and then my curls kind of looked limp, like limp noodly, because I hadn't scrunched them up, so they didn't have like the body and the volume that I wanted. So now I'm going to be doing my children's hair while my hair dries. I usually just air dry it, and then sometimes I'll like use a fan, like I have a little desktop fan. I'll just sit in front of it and then just like have my hair drying by that way, so that it's not like a bunch of heat on it, and so that it dries a little bit faster. So that's it for me. And I don't know if I forget if I mentioned this, but I just wanted to make sure I did with my oil on my scalp. I know I mentioned olive oil, but I also use peppermint oil because that has helped me a lot with like my flaking. It hasn't completely solved the problem, but it's helped a lot with how quickly and how dry my scalp gets. And with the weather being the way that it is, being very cold and stuff, like that doesn't help a lot with my scalp. So in the winter and dry weather, it just tends to be worse off. So, and that's just with my skin in general, my face, my just everything. So now I'm going to clean up, and then I will come back to you with the next thing, which will be either my son or daughter, whoever I'm about to do right now. Now we're gonna take care of the boy. We cut his hair because it grows fast, and because we basically cut all of our own hair. Our hair grows fast, it saves us money, and we've had a lot of negative experiences with salons. So curly hair hides a multitude of sins. I don't know if you remember that when I cut my hair 2 years ago and I chopped it. It was like down here and I chopped it up to here. So curly hair hides a multitude of sins. You can get away with a lot. And if it got super bad, maybe we take it somewhere to get it fixed, or just shave his head. I don't know. But right now he is watching cartoons. He hates getting his hair cut, period. So we're gonna see what happens. I take the scissors and I cut his hair. I know. With hair cutting scissors, and then Jarrell will take a razor later. So he has a little 2-step process. So I'm gonna comb it out so that it's easy to see. I know every hairstylist out there is probably like, I can't believe you're doing this, but hey, we're all safe. Nobody's gonna die from getting their hair cut at home. So, oopsie. It's okay, I know. I got it. So now that's all combed out, this is how long it is. And we like to keep it low because his hair is like mine, where he has a lot of hair, but it's very thin. And it can easily get frizzy and like turn into bedhead in a matter of 2 seconds. So this will be kind of a time lapse. I don't really have a super intense technique. It's just gonna be a time lapse. So this is what we have. And Jarrell's gonna, it looks terrible right now because it's not styled and it's all fuzzy and it's not washed, but it will look better after he trims it and after we style it.
Hey everybody, this is Jarrell. I'm gonna do a little bit of my hair story and kind of my process and kind of how I got to this. So I did do a bath, a shower yesterday, so it's not too frizzy, but all of these are gonna be more curly when I do my hair, and then you see how I get there. All right, so let's start. Okay, so first step is I'm gonna rinse my hair out. I use this because we have a filter right there, and our sink is like hard water, so I don't like to use that when I'm washing my face or doing my hair. And I don't need to do shampoo today, so I'm just gonna be doing conditioner. This is Shea Moisture. The conditioner, and I leave it in, and then I rinse it out, and then it when I don't comb it or brush it, then my hair is naturally going to be curly. And this is specific because I used to use a lot of coconut. Then I had my doctor tell me that coconut was one of a few things that were not good for my body, and I had it in everything. So this does not have coconut in it. So I'm gonna do a time lapse now. Quick little break. My hair is still wet. There's conditioner in it. I have to let it sit for a couple minutes and then I'll rinse it out. You can tell it's already like more curly and less frizzy, but I have to let it sit. And then after that, then I'll rinse it out. And I don't want to get it too like agitated, so I just pat and dry with the towel, because if I do that, then some of the curls will get all frizzy. So the main thing is really done, which is washing the hair and kind of refreshing the curls. And then the last step is really mostly just some of the curls may need a little bit of incentive to kind of curl around. And so I do that with some of the ones that aren't really paying attention. So with me, my hair is like a whole journey in figuring out what was my style, like being an artist. Like hair is one of the ways that you kind of communicate or express yourself, as well as like style and clothes. So probably since high school, I've only had 2 other people cut my hair. Like twice I've had a haircut that wasn't me, and every other time I just cut my own hair. And as you saw with Olivier, we cut his hair same way. I just buzz it and trim a little bit on the top. So it was an evolution to get to this style and what I wanted to do with my hair. Back in the day, I did have a red streak right here. This was red for a little while, and sometimes it gets lighter and I might lighten it a little bit. You can see in the tips, maybe there's some like lighter colors and highlights. I think that's it. The main thing is just seeing the shape and making sure that no crazy hairs are flying around. All right, hope that made sense.
You can't even see me. I have to go like in the sink. So this is how we wash Petra's hair. So you'll be seeing her. She uses the same shampoo and conditioner as I do. So we wash it in the sink because it's easiest for us and it's more relaxing for her, since she can't really wash it herself yet. So we're gonna do a time lapse of that. All right, so here we are after the tings, and I don't do a lot with her hair as far as products because her hair, I'd say mousse is probably the thing it likes the most, but sometimes putting leave-in conditioner, it makes it super tangly. I don't know why. Like, it's great the first day, but then when I need to detangle it the next day, it's like really tangled. So we just kind of do water and like olive oil or like mousse if we're getting really fancy. So today we're gonna do olive oil because we're not going anywhere. It's just, I'm gonna put her hair in a braid, and then tomorrow it'll be styled. Maybe I'll do some mousse, maybe I won't. We'll see how it turns out. But she wanted to talk to you guys about Minecraft. I don't know if any of you guys are into that. And if you hear a lot of water in the background, it's because Olivier is in the bath getting rinsed off after his haircut. And also, we don't always do all this in one day. This is kind of a lot, but I wanted to make this video and I hadn't shot anything else because it just kept getting put off until today. And now I'm like, well, this is the last day I can do it because tomorrow we have church and I don't work on Saturdays.
We have church?
Yes. And then Sunday I wanted to put this video out. So right now it's the last day of March. March 31st, tomorrow's April 1st. And so yeah, she will talk to you about Minecraft.
Yay!
Remember, you don't have a ton of time.
I know. So you guys, if any of you guys are into Minecraft, please like, okay? Yeah, please do that. And also subscribe if you're into Blockcraft. But I'll talk about that later. Right now it's Minecraft. Okay, so on Minecraft, I built a world. It was amazing. Like, I put like it was in a village, and not a building, a village, and there was like so many villagers that kept on spawning them. And if you do give at A, I mean / give at A, and then you type in like a block or something, then it actually gives you it without you having to like earn or get it or something from Minecraft. And I learned that from my dad. Great thanks to my dad actually. And yeah, and then for some reason, my Minecraft glitched when I died by accident on that place in this village still. And then when I usually die on my normal Minecraft, this one with the village, I usually just like respawn, and then it says you died, and then it says like a button, and it's like respawn, and I always press it. It's fine. I just wake up, going around, and then this time for some reason at the end of my respawning, it just said like generating world at the bottom, and then for some reason it was like loading for a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is new, and then I was in the middle of nowhere, just went to my old world, don't know where that village even is. I was trying to find it today with my help from my dada. Like, nothing worked. Like, we did not be able to get back to that village. And I worked so hard on that village. But, yeah, it really breaks my heart.
You never found it?
No, not even today.
What?
I know, yeah, it's really crazy. So if any of you guys are hackers, and then you, like, hacked it for me to go there, please don't do that ever again. And only if you guys are like hackers and then like you did that to me, just don't do it again, okay?
Do you think somebody would have hacked into your account?
Yeah.
Okay.
Things happen in the world, and almost everything is possible nowadays. Since they're bad and good. And you guys actually something spiritual say, like if like bad and good were on a scale, like this is good and then this is bad. If like one goes down, then that means like it's like not doing as well. Okay, so this is the hand for good and this is the hand for bad. It's been doing that our whole life, right? So it's not basically a pattern of this started at this or this started at this. It did always start at this, but now it's like this every single day, all day. So I just want to tell you guys, if you want to stop it from going like this, basically just like a glitch, then you guys have to keep on praying to God, keep on doing all the things you know is right. And then the bad won't keep on going like this, only every second though. And that means this one is actually going up sometimes. This is a bad hand. So make sure that you make this one, the good hand, go all the way up there, that this one stays down to a pit. So you guys, if that's really deep to you, subscribe and say comment /deep. Because I feel like I put my heart into that. So it just make it go off the scale. Make the little one go down into the void. Thank you guys for listening to that deep speech. my dad is holding all you.
You wanted to show his head or something?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't.
I got too big for me.
Because I didn't know what you were doing. Just the head.
Oh, Mimi! Oh, Mimi. Yeah, but I did want to tell you guys about Blockcraft. Shout out to it, but also...
You have about 2 minutes left until I'm done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Blockcraft is where if you reach level 5 on it, then you can share your village with a bunch of other people. And you can even build the buildings that are in the categories that you have to build. Or you can build your own building with your own blocks. There's only 150 blocks for the max if you want to use them all. But there is ads on it though. There is ads, you guys. And I hated it, and now I don't.
And that's why you like Minecraft more?
Yeah. And also, people can like your village. Some people can report it. You can actually report other villages, and you can actually go to other villages. But only if they're doing other things bad. But I haven't been able to report it. I just found it out a long time ago. But yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's been 2 minutes. Has it, Mama? Has it been 2 minutes?
Well, at this point it's been 7 minutes, but I'm just saying I'm almost done with your hair and I'm tying it up right now. So.
Oh, okay.
So that's it for
today. Yeah, that's all.
Hopefully you can hear me. I realized I never actually closed out the vlog. We meant to have a little video before we left to kind of just close it out, but I forgot. So we did go to church, and Petra went to a baptism class while Olivier and Jarrell were in the sanctuary listening to the message, because in order to get baptized at our church, you have to, and you're a child between 2nd and 5th grade, you have to take a baptism class. So she wants to get baptized, so she's going to get baptized next weekend. So today is the 1st of April, so she'll be baptized on the 8th of April, and I'll probably talk more about that in the next vlog, but the next vlog is 2 weeks away. So we will have started 4th grade for her. She will have been baptized, so I'll be going over that. And so thank you for spending time with us. If you want to know anything else about our day-to-day life. I know you guys mentioned like working from home and juggling things and homeschool and all that stuff. I will be talking about homeschool more in the next one, I think. So thank you so much for joining us. And we're out at like a plaza that we come to every blue moon, and the kids are having fun, and the weather is starting to warm up. It ain't too warm right now, but you know, in California, when the sun goes down, it's freezing. I don't care what time of year it is. Unless it was 100 degrees that day, it is freezing when the sun goes down. So we're at a nice little plaza we like going to in Orange County, and we just ate some food. So yeah, thank you for joining us. And if you want to get caught up on some of my other videos, you can check these ones out, and I will see you in my next vlog. Bye.